This audio, video, everything is okay or not? And sorry for the delay. There was a very bad weather here. That's why your class gets rescheduled to 1 hour. Every day the class is from, okay. Every day the class is from, that is 7 to 8:30. But today, because of bad weather in Bhopal, my class is rescheduled to 1 hour. But daily come at 7 and 8:30. Now let's start everything. Welcome to Physics Wallah, guys. My name is 𝐂𝐿𝐴 Singh. And you all know about me. I have nearly about 15 plus year of teaching experience. And I'm here to take this particular course, Signal and System. Okay. And first, the thing is that if you haven't covered this course before, if you have no idea about what the signal is and all, then you do not have to worry about this, because this subject we are going to start from basics, from the scratch. Okay. And this is the integrated course that is important not only for EE, ECE and everything. We will talk about the syllabus and all the what we will cover in this course. And this course is for not only GATE examination, it is a semester course also, because if you don't know signals, you know that you will not able to solve any problems of communication and all. Okay. So first of all, please give me a thumb that everything is clear. Just ensure me, just give me a thumb that everything is clear. If everything is clear, then we are going to start. And sorry for the delay. Today, classes got delayed because of technical glitch. The class is delayed because of technical glitch. Everything is clear? Yes. Okay, now. So let's start the class. And this is that the signal and system. The weightage is nearly about 8 to 10 marks. And we will cover the whole course in 80 to 85 hours. But there is a one condition, guys. There is a one condition, that this course will continue on YouTube. The condition is very simple. The condition is very simple, that you have to give your presence every day. Is it clear? If you are not giving any presence, or if you are not, let's say, attending this lecture, then it's no point that we will continue this whole schedule. See, why I'm saying this, because whenever any course started in the YouTube, the students just check that which faculty is going to teach that particular subject. Once they know that, okay, fine, this subject is going to be complete in a whole manner and every problem is going to be completed here, they will take it as a things to be normal, and they start skipping the particular lectures, and the attendance becomes very, very low. But my point is that this course will continue only and only when there is some respective, nothing but my attendance of students must be there. Then only I will going to continue cover this class. Okay. The thing is that this topic, signal and system, is for 8 and 10 marks. But it's not just for 8 and 10 marks, guys. Mind it that signal and system is a fundamental for your communication. Means, if I say that you cannot imagine a communication without having a knowledge of Fourier series and Fourier transform, then I'm saying a right thing. Hello, Arvind. Hello, everyone. Okay, please, guys, please comment, please participate, so that I must know that what kind of problem you are facing, if there is any problem. Okay, and so that class must be very interactive. That's the reason why I am saying that please comment as maximum as possible. So what I'm telling you is that this subject is fundamental for communication. This subject is fundamental for control system, and this is fundamental for network. These are the 3 direct subjects which are related to this course. Means that if you are not able to cover you do not have a basics of signal system, then you cannot imagine these kind of subjects. Because control is, after all, it's just a application of signal and system. So whatever you are going to cover in this course, this will becomes a fundamental for that. And not only these subjects, but analog electronics also. Analog electronics also is a subject that is directly or indirectly linked to a particular signal and system. Okay. Now, up till then, if my point is clear, then please give a thumb for that. Please give a thumb, and please share this lecture to maximum students, because see, in this channel, I don't think that every teacher is giving you a very awesome concept, but that's up to your end that you are not taking it seriously. And because of that, any initiative, if we started, then suddenly we have to stop that because of no response. Now tell me that whether this point is clear to you. Please give me thumb. Please give me thumb that whether this point is clear or not. So this, we are going to cover this from Monday, not 6 p.m. It's not a 6 p.m. Okay, it is from 7 to 8:30. 7 to 8:30, we are going to cover this one. 7 to 8:30, we are going to cover. Okay. Yeah. So 7 to 8:30, we are going to cover from daily Monday to Friday. And what I will provide you, in this course is this one. That's I will give you the complete theory of this particular lecture, particular course. Every lecture, I will give you the whole throughout theory and the problems that is we will cover in the class. I will give you the PDF notes also. I will give you a daily assignment. Okay, I will give you, yes, theory. I will cover theory, Arvind, and we will solve a lot of practice question, live practice question in front of you. And if time permits, or if you will participate, then surely we will take a quiz also in this whole session, in this complete course. Okay, so these are the things that we are going to get. The only condition is that your attendance, your presence is required. Okay, so this is the thing that we are going to cover, and hope you are enrolled with a Telegram channel, PW, that is Great English. So if you haven't enrolled that particular Telegram channel, then go enroll it, guys, because all the discussion you will get, all the doubt, confusion, everything you will get on that particular Telegram channel also. Soon I will give you my Telegram channel, because I don't know why it is showing some kind of copyright error, but surely it will be recovered, and I will give you my personal Telegram channel where I give a lot of problems, and I that is come live on that particular channel also every Sunday, so that all the problems of control system, signal system, and EDC must be resolved, because our aim is to give you a flying color, to give you a hello Amrita, good evening, to give you a very there is a depth of knowledge before your GATE exam, so that you perform well in your upcoming not only GATE exam but also ECE. Okay, so these are the things that I am going to provide in this course. Now, why, for whom it is that is important? Just a minute. It is important for this one. See, it's important for EE, EC, and IN. For IN, it's a core fundamental subject. Without signal system, they can't imagine even instrumentation also, and sensors also. ECE, I told you that what is the prerequisite, means for all kind of subjects, what kind of prerequisite is required. So it is important. And for electrical also, that is, this course is fundamental for power electronics also. So if you talk about the Fourier series, Fourier transform, everything, then we are going to cover in this course. Okay, and this is not only for, that is the competitive examination, that is used for that can be used for that is the college going students. Recently we have launched a very important channel for semester Wallahs, and for that also we are going to cover this course, because see, I always feel that these students are not comfortable with this particular signal subject. Okay, and they always have problem with the Fourier series, what is Fourier transform, and these kind of things. They always say that, sir, I have a problem on this, and they never get a confidence on this particular subject. But don't worry, guys, I am here, and I have nearly 15 years of throughout massive experience, and you can take benefits of this experience in YouTube also. That is just a free initiative. And see, we do not discriminate in our paid batch and in free batches. So I will give you a whole thoroughly, that's the concepts which is required for your complete, nothing but my GATE preparation. Okay, and this subject is not only important for that is the gate, but it is gate and ECE. It is also important for state's 𝐂𝐬𝐬 examination. Hope this point is clear to you. If this point is clear, please let me know so that I can proceed further. Maybe there is a first lecture, so there should be a technical glitch. Then if I come to know, then I will surely resolve it. Please let me know that everything is clear or not. Is it clear? So 80, 85, and the syllabus that I am going to follow is a standard syllabus that is given in your gate examination. What I am telling you, what I am teaching you in front of this the digital board, in front of this camera, this is the syllabus. Is it clear? And you will feel the standard, you will feel everything. You will feel everything, guys, provided that your support is required. Because if you say feel dull, or you are not attending the classes, and if you are not showing enthusiasm, then faculty can't do anything. Okay, faculty can only provide you a regular lecture, comprehensive lectures. Quality I will give you. You cannot question on my quality, provided that you should also support us. Okay, and that's the first time and last time I'm saying. I will never say that support me or support anything, because Physics Wallah is a platform which does not require any kind of support, and I'm not exaggerating this. So recently, today itself, you will come to know that NEET AIR1 is from Physics Wallah. Is it clear? And recently, I think that event happened in today's YouTube session only. So Physics Wallah gives you a lot of quality, lot of that is the promises, and we are here to fulfill your promises, all your promises. Is it clear? So it is not exaggerating. I will give you quality. You do not have to questions about the quality. Surely I will give you, provided that you all must attend the classes. Support is the only thing that I am saying, that if you attend regularly, then only you come to know. Today is the first class, so that's why I am that is speaking lot of things in front of you. But believe me that I am a kind of faculty who do not believe on that is talking too much. I always come to the point, and I always that is in my whole 1.5 hour of lecture, maximum 95-97% my whole lecture devote around the content and concepts. Okay, I do not talk much, but this is the first class, so I'm giving you some kind of protocols that, guys, your attendance is very mandatory, very important, and based on your attendance only, I'm going to give you the quality. Definitely I will give you, and this lecture will be continued or not, that it depends on your definitely attendance. Now, thing is that, having said this, and having talking about the syllabus, I'm not discussing on the syllabus, but let me discuss the course that I'm going to cover, what kind of topics that we are going to cover. We will talk about the signals first, in which we talk about the continuous time signal, discrete time signals, sampling, concept of sampling in today's class itself. And then we talk about the operation on signals, and we then talk about nothing but the signal properties like energy, power, causal, non-causal, these kind of properties we will cover in this whole classes. That's the first topic. And then we come to the system. Then we talk about the system. Okay. And in this system, we mainly concern on LTI system, but we classify the whole system into 6 basic criteria. That is a linear, time invariant, causality, and stability, invertibility. These are some fundamental characteristics that we covered about a system. Okay, and then after that we will talk about the linear time invariant system, and we talk about the concept of convolutions and all. And for the given LTI system, how will you find out the output, and how will you check that whether the output is stable or not in time domain itself. Mind it that this kind of concept is very important, because when you talk about let's say control system, then in control system itself, this concept is it's truly important. I have recently taken few lectures of control system in that is the GATE ECE Physics Wallah Hindi channels. You can also enjoy that particular lectures also, where I covered up to time response. Half of the time response is covered, and that there I told you that what is the importance of system analysis as far as your signal system is concerned. Okay, so we will cover about the system. Then after that, third, we will talk about the frequency domain, in which the first topic I am going to cover is a Fourier series. Again, guys, it is one of the very important topic that we are going to cover, because Fourier series is a fundamental for every kind, means including Fourier transform also. If you don't know series, then definitely in your complete frequency domain journey, you always feel some kind of glitch, some kind of problems. So Fourier series we are going to cover. After that, fourth topic I am going to cover is the Fourier transform. Fourier transform every year, or every, you will say, alternate year, you will encounter definitely a one fixed problem based on the Fourier transform. Maximum problems are asked from Fourier transform itself. Okay, so Fourier transform is a very important topic that you will going to that is covered in this course. The fifth topic, which is a fundamental for control system, because without this topic, you will not imagine even a single concept of control system. That's a Laplace transform. You know that Laplace transform as domain analysis is very important as far as your complete control system is concerned, because whole control is based on this S domain analysis itself. Is it clear? Sixth topic that I am going to cover is a Z transform, which is basically a discrete part of a Laplace transform. Okay, so whatever we covered, the analog part, frequency domain, whole frequency domain in terms of Laplace transform, then digital part can be covered as a Z transform. It's one of the very important topic, and here also you got a problem. See, the whole signal system we divided into two parts. One is the analog signal processing, other is the digital signal processing. In the digital signal processing part, we come across that is a digital that is the discrete signals and systems. Whole things we covered for analog, the same part we will cover for the discrete part also. And my teaching is like that I never discriminate with the analog part and discrete part. I will take up to this, I will take whole discrete part and continuous part into the same manner, same track. But the point is that once we covered all the analog signal processing part, then we are going to cover the J transform. And seventh part is, of course, DTFT. This is the discrete part of DTFT. It is a discrete frequency analysis part for the same counter Fourier transform we have. So we have, this is the continuous time Fourier transform. Basically, we call it to be a CTFT, and here we call about to be a DTFT, continuous time Fourier transform, discrete time Fourier transform. So these are the 7 topics, main major topics. Now, apart from that, this is the syllabus for electrical engineering. For electrical engineering, these 7 topics you have to cover. After that, you do not have to cover signal system. This is the fundamental signal system you have to cover up to for electrical engineering. But for ECE, let me take a color different. For ECE, you have some basic concept of DFT and FFT also. So we will cover this discrete Fourier transform and fast Fourier transform in our course. Okay, and the 9th part that we are going to cover, that's for instrumentation basically. Instrumentation basically. Okay, so the 9th part is the digital filters. This is exclusive for IN instrumentation student and those who are preparing for ESE examination. ESE ECE syllabus, you will encounter this digital filter, that's the design analysis. Is it clear? So these are the 9 topics more or less we are going to cover in this course. Hope this point is clear to you. Please, if this point is clear, then give me thumb. Those who are attending this class live, try to please attend this class live. Many students say that, sir, sometimes we miss a live classes, we attend there's the recording classes, but the point is that whatever you feel essence in live class, this you will never get in nothing but my recording class, because live interaction is very important. We have a poll system also. We can formulate the poll also. Everything is there, but you have to enjoy only on live. Is this point is clear to you? Everyone, please, is this point is clear to you? If this point is clear, please let me know. Those who are attending. Then we are going to start the course. Yes. Okay, now. So if this point is clear, then let's come to the syllabus now. Let's enter into the topic. That is, the first question is that what is question is that what do you mean by the word signals? What is signal? Come on, everyone. Anyone, just write it on your there's a chat board, and feel free to ask any kind of doubt. Please, guys, don't assume that I must have some knowledge to attend this class. You don't require any kind of knowledge. I will start from basics. What do you mean by the word signal? Signal you always encountered in many of the things, like let's say in your, that is the day-to-day life, you come across your phone signals. Yes or no? You say that my phone signal is not up to the mark, so that I can call to someone. Okay. Now, question is that what do you mean by the word signal? You come across electrical signals which is flowing across the wire. You come across the some network, and in that network you are giving some input x of t, which can be represented in the waveform. Yes or no? That's what the signal is. Any information can be sent from one to another is in the form of signals. But question is that what do you mean by the word signal? Let me say the signal in this way. Here, if you say the word signal, then let's say imagine, for example, one line y is equal to mx plus c. For example, I have this one, that is a variable input output equation we have, and you know that what is y is equal to mx plus c. It is a straight line. Okay, it is just a straight line. It is just a straight line in which this is x-axis. I have a x-axis and I have definitely a y-axis. See here, I have an x-axis and I have a y-axis, and this is the slope I have. This is slope, I am calling it to be m. Now, here the value of c is 0. Here, this is the intercept on a y-axis. Here the value of c is 0. But if you want to make, then you can make some other signals whose intercept is like this. See, like this, or some signals like this. Okay, so I have some m1 or m2, whatever I have a slope. This one is, let's say, call it to be m1, this call it to be m2, and depending on the values of m and c, these are all are constants, and I can make any kind of line information there. Let's take one more. Suppose I have y is equal to let's say kx square, and this is a well-known equation for parabola. You know that y is equal to kx square is a well-known equation for a parabola. Okay, and in this I have like this. Say for example, this is the parabola whose slope is x, y and x. Now in both example, let's call it to be a 1 and this call it to be 2. I have a one independent and one dependent variable. This is the independent variable because it is free to take any values, and y is a dependent variable here. This k, they are a combination of constants and all. But this is a case of for one dimension. You can think the whole thing in two, three, many dimensions also. For example, let's say consider, this is the third example I'm taking. Third example I'm taking is a, let's say, temperature T. You know that, for example, if I want to define a temperature of this particular room, then you need, for example, this point. Let's say imagine this point P, and suppose if you want to define the temperature of this particular point, then you must know x, y, z information. Yes or no? Because this room is 3 dimensions, so you must know x, y, z coordinate. And along with that not only x, y, z coordinate, you need a time parameter also, because at morning, let's say 5 a.m. if I am measuring, then there is some other temperature, and evening 5 p.m. there should be some other temperature. So what I am saying is that if let's talk about the temperature, then temperature is a function of, let's say, x comma y comma z comma t. This is also a one form. Now in all these examples, one thing is very clear. I have some dependent variables. Here it is t, here it is y, here also it is y, and I have some independent variables which are free to take any values. So, but they are giving you some kind of information, okay? They are, as Gopi said, that anything which contains some information is what a signal is. But signal must be portrayed in a mathematical form, in a graphical form. If all signals are behaving like a random manners and you cannot portray in mathematical form, then what is the use of that? Okay, so let me define the signal in this way. If you want to write, then you can write also that signal is a peaceful information portrayed in the mathematical form in the form of dependent and independent variables. Okay, but this is the one behavior of a signal. This kind of signal where there is a particular graph is defined, we call this signal as deterministic one. So these all are the example of deterministic one. Deterministic one. They all are the example of deterministic one. Hope this point is clear to you. These all, why deterministic? Because their graph, their, let's say, representation, xy axis representation, their mathematical form, everything we can calculate or we can find out. If suppose someone asks you the first derivative, then also you can find out dy by dx. It's the kx, 2kx. Okay, so this means that every mathematical knowledge I can get from this one. But the point is that there are very interesting signals which are present in the nature, which cannot be, that is, represented in the mathematical form. For example, let's talk about one very interesting signals. For example, if I'm saying that, okay, let me just a minute. Yeah. Suppose if I'm saying that I have a one dice. For example, this is represented in this way. Suppose I have a this dice. Like this. One more dice let me take. Quickly, let me make. Imagine that these are the D1 and D2. These are the two dice I have. Okay? And in this dice, there are the number representing here. These are the number. For example, I have 2 here, I have 6 here, I have 3 here, I have 1 here, I have 2 here, I have 4 here. These are the, let's say, these are the 2 dice in which I have represented. Let's say suppose I roll the dice in front of you. 2 dice is rolled in a stage. And suppose this is a person. For example, this person named P starting, and this person is counting the face value. Okay. So for example, these 2 dice are rolled, and here this is 2 on the top, 1 on the top. So it's counting the face value here. So it will count 2 plus 1 as a 3. Now suppose he want a number 9. He want a number 9. Okay. Now this is the event that I am creating here. Many events are there, out of which I have taken a one event, that the sum of the face value, to be equal to 9. Now question is that, what are the possible ways from which I can get a 9 as a face value, sum as a 9, sum equal to 9 for counting these face values. Hope you understand the problem. What I'm saying is that if you count the face value, what is the probability that you will get a 9? Will you get 9? Tell me that what are the possible outcomes you will get? See, you will get the outcome starting from 2 to 12. I think so. 2 to 12. How you will get 2? If you get 1 and 1 here, you will get 2 minimum. That's the minimum possibility. And what is the maximum possibility? You get 6 here, 6 here, 6 and 6, nothing but my 12. So sum is equal to 12 or sum is equal to 2. These are the two extreme values, but I want a 9. Let's say I want a 9. Tell me what is the probability for getting sum as a 9? Can you tell me the probability as getting a 9? Tell me how many ways are. First, tell me how many possible total ways are there. How many total ways are there? See, 2 dice are thrown. 6th outcome, dice is completely fair. It's not a 𝐂𝐤𝐬𝐬 dice, not a 𝐂𝐨𝐬𝐬 dice. It's a very fair dice. And you know that if this is having a total event of outcome of 6, this is having a total outcome of 6, then 6 multiplied by 6 gives you 36. 36 is a total event. Total ways is 36. Is 36. Now what are the favorable ways? Favorable ways. Let's count for favorable ways. Let's count the favorable ways. How many favorable ways are there? See here. Starting from 1. If I take 1 here and 6 here, then it will not give you. Means with 1 and 6 combination, it will not give you. 2 and 6 combination, it will not give you. It will start from 3. If I get a 3 here and I will get a 6 here, then 3 and 6 are the possible ways. So 3, 6 and vice versa also. 6, 3 is also there. 6, 3. What are the another possibility? Another possibility is 4, 5 and 5, 4. These are the 4 possibilities we have. And another possibility you can imagine. Can you imagine another possibilities? 4, 5, after that 5, 4, I got 6, 3, I have written. This means that these are the only 4 possibilities out of 36. These are the 4 possibilities from where I can get the sum as equal to 9. Yes or no? So this means that what is the answer then? What is the answer? So the sum to be equal to 9 is 4 by 36 or 1 by 9. This is the probability. This is the probability that if I roll 2 dices, then the sum I will get as a 9. Is this the only event I can imagine? No, there are multiple events, infinite events I can imagine. The sum to be even number, the sum to be the odd number. Okay, sum to be the perfect square, sum to be the prime number, sum to be the composite number, or any other event you can imagine. So tell me, this is also a one form of information that you are getting. See, you roll the dice and you get some information. But my question to you is very simple, that whether there is any kind of maths assigned so that I can get a clear-cut mathematical equation where any event can be described. Any particular event can be described. I don't have any mathematical formula so that I will get the particular event answer. Yes or no? Everything is random here. Everything is random. This is the one event. Multiple event, infinite event I can imagine, and for that I don't have mathematical rules. In contrast, I have a mathematical rules for these signals. In contrast, I have mathematical rule for these signals, but I don't have mathematical rules for these kind of signals, these kind of particular signals. Okay. Now, my point is that, so in which category I will formulate these kind of signals? These are the signals, we call it to be a random one. This is random signal. So this means that I have a two broad layman classification. One is a deterministic one. One is the deterministic one, sorry. One is deterministic one, and another one is a random one. These are the two layman classification. I don't have any kind of I don't require any kind of mathematical or any kind of some deep knowledge to classify these two categories. Yes or no? This is a simple layman. One is deterministic form. This means that I have some kind of what mathematics behind that, and other one is a random one, which from that means if you want to formulate these kind of signal behavior, then you must have a knowledge of probability. You must have a knowledge of probability. So if you don't have a knowledge of probability, then you will not assign any kind of, let's say, outcome based on this. And you come across TDF, PDF, probability density function, cumulative density functions, okay? And all kind of random variables, random processes. You come across the maths and your communication system to deal with these kind of signals. Okay, so there is some other branch based on that. There's the other branch which covers this, because see, when you talk about the communication, then there's a very, very interesting signal which is purely random in nature, is a noise one. Suppose I have one system. Suppose this is the system, and in this system, suppose noise is entered anywhere, in, let's say, transmission in say receiver, in whatever end you may imagine, but noise is entered into the system. Question is that, can you tell me what is the effect of output due to that particular noise? Because, for example, if two persons are in communication, then the third person voice is also a noise. Noise is also a signal which is interfering this whole communication setup. So you have to tell that based on the noise, what kind of output figure you are getting. That's, we call it to be the figure of merit. So how your communication is good, means is this particular communication system is good or not, based on the fact that what is the ability of that particular communication system to reject that particular noise. You understand my point or not? And noise, so if you want to reject it, definitely you must have some mathematical calculation that how much noise is there. Then only you will reject it. Then only you will design a system based on that. This means that if you want a rejection, you must have a knowledge of particular noise signal. So if you want to attain the knowledge of that particular noise signal, okay, then the only thing that you have to do is that you must formulate at least your noise signal in a mathematical form. Okay, so for that, for this particular purpose, you must have a knowledge of probability. And that's why a probabilistic signals comes into the picture. So signals are broadly, we will classify the signal. Let me first define it. Signal is a peaceful mathematical information which portrayed in mathematical form, in the form of dependent independent variable, or can be formulated by, or can be analyzed by probabilistic set of means. Whether I am sensing or not. Come on. Is this definition is sensing or not? Means signal is an information. Signal is an information which can be portrayed in mathematical form, the form of dependent independent variable. That's fine. Or can be defined by probabilistic set of means. So I classify the whole signal, whole layman signals in two basic form, and both have equal importance. Both have equal importance. You must have a knowledge of deterministic, and you must have a knowledge of deterministic. For example, nowadays we always have a, let's say, we always seek that we want a one planet which is same equivalent, same favorable, which have a same favorable condition as our Earth have. Now for that, you are sending a random signals in your universe, and you are examining that what's the outcome that we are getting. Although everything is noise. Sir, I'm having a doubt in a batches. In a English batch, the lectures will be also in pure English or not? Like choosing like option whether English or Hindi, like that. Yes, Jayanti, it's in a English batch. Since you are writing an English batch, so it will be based on both mode, that's the English and Hindi. Okay. But if you choose a pure English batch, then there are a lot of faculties which are teaching in our means currently physics wala, gate wala, we have a potential that everything you will find you will get in English also. You don't have to worry about this. In pure English batch, you will get only the English content. Is it clear? No Hindi is used. But that's a dedicated one. But in English batch, you will get a mixed content. In pure Hindi batch, you will get only Hindi content. Is it clear? Language is not a barrier here. We will provide a full quality either in English or in Hindi. You do not have to worry about this. So what I'm saying is that, see, so that's the example. You know, you get an example. There's a one very interesting Netflix series. I forget, I recently watched that particular series. Afterlife, I think this is the series name in Netflix. This is the series name in Netflix. Go and please imagine, please watch that particular series, guys. If you have a Netflix subscription, you do not have to buy it, of course, for that particular series. But if you have, then go and watch it. It's an awesome series, available both in Hindi as well as in English. Go and watch it. It's an awesome series. Okay, so we can imagine the life on some another planets. Okay, and how will you encounter this? See, what's the purpose of NASA? NASA is having a purpose that it will shift our colony to, let's say, Mars. Okay, and for this we are talking about the, let's say, SpaceX, Elon Musk, and we have ISRO also in our India. We have NASA also. A lot of organizations are working on that. European Union also have some different kind of. China is doing a good work on this particular field. What I'm saying is that this here you will always encounter signals which are random in nature. You don't know from how much light year they are coming, and you have to process them to get information. Maybe they are communicating with us. Maybe they are giving you a warning signals that we will attack on you. Okay, in the year 2030, and we are just ignoring them. Okay, imagine that you are sitting on your let's say chair, and some alien kind of, let's say, attack comes into the picture. Then what you will do? You don't have a preparation. You don't have that much of technology. We recently have a sense of artificial intelligence. Maybe there is a one species which is so advanced, that your whole weapon, your whole science, your whole scientific inventions are just a cakewalk for them. They can destroy everything. Now, I'm not threatening you, okay? But the point is that you must have some kind of, let's say, math to examine these kind of signals. Means what I'm saying is that 99.99% signals in our universe is random in nature. You formulate it to be deterministic one, but by nature they are random. Okay, for analysis you can take it to be the deterministic one because you know the maths very well. But the point is that signals that you are receiving means everywhere. Not only, let's say, alien talk is a, say, let's say, rubbish talk, but let's talk about behavior of electron. Behavior of electron itself is a random in nature, which is a fundamental, things for a life. Okay, you know that electron. Thank you, Amrita. You know that electron is flowing in your body. Okay, and the point is that if you want to, let's say, analyze a single electron, then you know that probability density function you have to define. That's what the de Broglie, very important dualistic theorem is. Is it clear? Heisenberg principle comes into the picture. So what I'm saying is that I'm just not deviating from the topic. What I'm saying is that whatever behavior you are examining, is nothing but my what? Purely random in nature. You formulate it into the deterministic one. Guys, is this point is clear to you? Is this point is clear to you? What I am telling you is what do you mean by deterministic one and what do you mean by random one. Now, in my course, let me restrict myself that I will never talk about this probabilistic random signals. Okay? Communication teacher will surely teach you this random signals in terms of random variable and random processes, but I'm restricting myself to, that is a pure what? Sorry, pure deterministic one. Okay, that's what the meaning of deterministic one is. So this is what the definition of signal is. Now let's talk about the system. Today's class is just a layman class. Guys, I don't want expertise in very first class. Lot of class will come into the line, but the point is that you must understand some essence, some feeling. I don't require any kind of maths. Just in the layman terms, we just want definitions. Today's class. Now, let's talk about the system. Again, I am asking a very simple question. What do you mean by system then? If this is signal is defined, then what do you mean by the word system? What is system? Yes, come on, bolenge please. Please tell. What do you mean by the word system? You have a lot of systems. Your body itself is a system. There are a lot of individual, some systems are accumulated to make you function, like digestive, nervous system, circulatory system. Okay? A lot of systems are there. A physical system processes the input and output. It's just Arvind. Come on. It's just written in front of book. I just want you some different definition. I said some different. Fine. It's a true one that a system which just processes the input and gives you the desired output. But let's consider very interesting a system in front of you. For example, suppose I am talking about one simple RC circuit. And let's cover this into the box. And suppose in the box, I'm just entering the input. Okay, and that's taking the output by. Thank you, Shumanta. Suppose I'm analyzing this kind of. Now the point is very simple. That it contains. Let's take one example here. This example. Yes, output depends. Very good. This example. Suppose I am talking about the behavior of capacitor. RC circuit. Always encountered on network or let's say analog electronic amplifier. RC phase filters come across. My point is that you will get the output charging of capacitor. Let me not enter into derivation, but you know that the charging of capacitor is not V naught is the initial voltage, 1 minus of E RC. Here V naught is the initial voltage on that. And if you want to plot it, let's say, then I have, let's say, I have this kind of behavior. The charging of capacitor. Yes or no? And capacitor charge after some. Now my point is very simple. That one thing you have to note that it contains two very interesting components, R and C. And the behavior of this graph, the graph is this or this or this. Okay? The behavior of a graph is either this one, whatever, truly depends on this. RC is the time constant. That. Hope you have some basic. Yes, we are in. No, not in. Not in yet. Just see, giving you some kind of. Okay, now tell me that either the behavior, let me number it. the 1 and 3. These are the numbers. So the output, Yashashwani, we can't hear your voice properly. Guys, first tell me that whether my voice is clear or not. Come on. Whether my voice is clear or not. Okay, put the mic somewhat near the mouth. Yes, yes, I will definitely put the mouth. Put the mic. Come on, please tell me, please guys, just give me thumb that my voice is clear or not. If there is any technical glitch, then surely there will be a point. I think that my voice is clear. Okay. Now my question to you is very simple. My question to you is very simple, that whether I will get this as an output, this as an output, this as an output, it truly depends on RC. It truly depends on R and C. But R and C are the components, yes or no? R and C. Thank you very much. Mr. Shwani, please. Mention not, please. Just concentrate here. What I'm saying is that R and C are the components. Okay? R and C are the components, and the output either is a 1, 2, or 3. It totally depends on you. So can you define the system now? What is then system? A system is, okay, a meaningful interconnection. See, mind it that if you, let's say, connect R and C in a random manners, if you connect R and C in a random manners, my question to you is that, will you get the same output? Will you get the same output? Means what I'm saying is, suppose I have this kind of connection, okay? Will you get the same output? No, it's not possible. See, the connection should be meaningful. Then only you will get a desired output. Then only you will get a desired output. Definitely you are giving an input, you will get the output. That's the thing, I know. But the connection should be meaningful. For example, imagine the fan just above you. In that particular fan, you have a motor winding, you have resistors, capacitors, and blades. Everything are connected in a proper manner. Then only electrical input you will provide, then you will get a mechanical rotation. Now, this is the thing that you are getting, okay? But question is that, can you control the output? Means, for example, if I want to, let's say, control the sorry, suppose I want to control the output of this fan RPM of this fan, then you have one very important device known as a regulator. If, for example, if you turn the knob of the regulator from 1 to 5, the speed of this fan will increase. You know why? Because at 1, you are giving the more resistive path to the system. If you are giving a more resistive path, then voltage will be less, hence the electromagnetic induction will be less, and hence the rotation of the mechanical output that you are getting from fan is less. But for example, if you turn the knob into 5, then what is happening is that more you are giving a less resistive path, more voltage is provided to the electromagnetic induction coil, and hence you have a more force, and hence the RPM is very high. This means that somehow you are able to control the rotation of this fan by turning the knob only. Internally, what is happening, just don't care about that, but you can control the output of the system by turning the knob. Same here, if you change the values of R and C, then I can control the behavior of this system. The question is that, what is definition of this system? What's the definition? Come on. The definition is very simple, guys. Definition is that system is a meaningful interconnection of devices. Because without the word meaningful, you will never get the desired output. Okay? System is a meaningful interconnection of devices which process on input and produces desired, number 1, controlled output. Because if output is not controlled, then your job is not done. I want a controlled behavior. Yes or no? I just don't want an output. I just don't want a random output. I want a controlled output. So a system is a meaningful, right? Let me dictate this. A system is a meaningful, because guys, you believe or not, the definition of signal system is asked in one of your top-notch, nothing but my research organization name as a BARC. Last year only. That what do you understand by the word system? Is it clear? So they just trap you. They just trap you by a simple definition. And if you will say only that you give input and you get output, then this will not work. Believe me. So what I'm saying is that how will you define a system? A system is a meaningful interconnection of devices which process the input and which produces the output, and which process the input, and you will get desired and controlled output. Thank you, Pratiksha. Okay, so that's what the system is. So I must say that I must have some important controlled parameters. These are the controlled parameters. Let me say that I must have controlled parameters. Controlled parameters. Okay. So I must have control parameter, and this output must be number one, A, desired. I don't want a random output, and B must be a controlled. Must be controlled. Okay. So let me define the system in this way. System is a meaningful interconnection of devices which process input, and which gives you desired controlled output. Is this definition to clear, you guys? Hello? Is this definition is clear? Is this definition is clear to you or not? Come on, everyone. Just give me thumb whether you got this definition or not. Today is just a fundamental class. Nothing is required. I have not given any kind of expertise, concepts, or any kind of things. I just covering up basic things. Okay. So another thing is that, what do you mean by controlled output? That's I have written. So I have this kind of things. What do you mean by control parameter? I have an input or desired response, and I have a control system here, and the control system will takes a control parameters, work on this input, and produces a desired output. Produce us a desired output. So what is a control system? Control system will give you a desired response according to your system design. Whatever you design, you must get a desired response. Okay, that's what the meaning. Tell one more. See here, what I'm saying is that a simple system is what? Let's say, suppose I don't want a control parameter. A simple, what do you mean by simple system? Which takes the input, which processes the input, and gives you output. Okay, but when you talk about the control system is a system which contains a meaningful interconnection of devices which process on input, takes the control parameters, and then process on the input and produces the desired and actual response. For example, if I talk about this capacitor behavior, then this is the controlled output. By controlling what? R and C. The fan speed can be controlled by regulator. AC temperature can be controlled by remote. Internally, what is happening? I just don't care about that. But this temperature can be controlled. Guys, yes or no? Hello? Is it clear? Kalam. I think so that this definition is clear to you. What do you mean by system? Now, what kind of systems we are going to cover? That's a different issue. Okay? How will you, let's say, classify the system in terms of linear, time invariant, causal, non-causal, stable, unstable? These are the different parameters. And what are the objective, what are the motive of parameters? That we will cover in the later classes, but the point is that this is the layman definition of system, and hope this point is clear to you. Is this point is clear to you guys? Hello, hello, hello. Is this point is clear to you? Yes, come on, I'm waiting for your response. ठीक है. Okay, now, so this is what a system definition and signal definition. Now, this is just the first class. That's why I have talked about the random things, which is not required for even a gate. I have not started the subject yet. The subject will start from tomorrow onwards, where we talk about the concept of sampling. This is my next topic minded. This is my types of signals, in which I talk about the continuous time and discrete time signals and the concept of samplings. From tomorrow onwards, we will enter into the subject. This is the fundamental. I have given you just a definition. Okay, I have given you just a definition, nothing else. Is it clear? And that's not required. That's not required. This definition, no one will ask you the definition in the gate exam. But the point is that this is a fundamental things. You must know these kind of things because they asked in your interview. They asked in your interview. Okay? This is a full course that we are taking, and we will cover every aspect, everything here in detailed manner, guys. Detailed manner, and mind it that I will give you a lot of problems. Is it clear? Whatever, please use my 15 years of teaching experience. If you really want your gate examination, if you seriously want your gate examination to be up to the mark so that you will get IITs and IAC, then please, that's a humble request, that please use my whole experience of 15 years. Ask as many doubt as possible. Is it clear? And inform all of your friends also that the subject is started, and the subject is definitely taught by me. Everything will be there. Tomorrow onwards, we will use a poll also, and everything will be there. Today is just a basic fundamental classes. I have just giving you some kind of essence of system. Is it clear? So let me give you a 2-minute summary here. What I define about signals. Signal is a peaceful information portrayed in mathematical form in the form of dependent or independent variable, or can be defined by probabilistic set of means. This is the one definition I have given for a signal, and I have covered two kind of signals. One is the random signals, and other one is deterministic one. And then I talk about a system also. The system is a meaningful integration of devices which process input and give you a desired controlled output. Desired controlled output. That's what the meaning of system is. This is just the two definitions that I have covered in today's class. Okay? And now, from tomorrow onwards, we are going to cover this one. That is the pole. Unity we will use, so that the pole will come into the picture, and the class must be more interactive. Okay? Mind it that from tomorrow onwards, timing will be 7 to 8:30. Today's, because of some technical glitch and bad weather, I have started the class at 8 p.m. but the class will start from 7 to 8:30. Okay? 7 to 8. This is the 1.5 hour of class daily, and it will conducted from Monday to Friday daily. Is it clear? So we will cover the whole thing, and thank you very much. Thank you for everything. If you have doubt, then please do ask the doubt. Otherwise, let's stop the class. Anything you may want to ask. Anything if you want to ask, then you may ask. I'm just waiting for 2 minutes for your doubts, if you have. Okay? Any doubt is there? Fine. So shall we stop now? Yes, Kalam, if you have a doubt, then do ask the doubt. I'm waiting for your doubt. Anyone having a doubt? 5 minutes, I will always wait. Okay, thank you then. Thank you. Let's stop the class now.